This talk is really not about working less. It's not at all about working smarter. I think that you should work hard, you should work smart, but one is not a excuse for the other, and they don't fill one another up. This talk is about, first blank, by the way, if anyone's following along, this is about working harder in ways that were impossible before. And what I mean by that is that AI enables you to do a heck of a lot more volume of just about everything. But AI is not as intelligent, quote unquote, intelligent as you might believe it to be. And I also think that it's important to understand that hard work without another blank feedback is just masturbation. Now, yes, that does say masturbation. No, that does not say masturbation. This is a word that I think we do need to define real quick so that you know that I'm not a creepazoid up here. Masturbation, as I define it, would be the act or habit of defining your performance and actions in terms of must, should, or shouldn't, and it typically leads to a distance that is different between who your identity is and what it is that you do. So these are the, because everyone in my market hits the doors this way, I must do it that way. Or because I grew up in this company and they had a sales process that went one way, I should do that forever. What I want y'all to get away from is the must. Unless you should not must, should, or shouldn't unless you're 100% perfect there. And then I guess do whatever the heck you want. So now that we know what masturbation is, it's going to come up 2 other times. Don't giggle too much. I want all of you sales reps to understand this is also helpful for sales managers. Your company, the companies that you go to work with and the companies that you wear the logo of and the companies that you probably should take off your chest before you get drunk at the bar, they don't need to be perfect. For you to be the best rep in your market, they need to be nowhere near perfect. They need to not have an owner that's scot-free, that's never been arrested, that's never gotten a DUI, that's never done anything else. They do not need to be perfect. There is no perfect person. For you to be the best rep that you can be, you also don't have to have a structured training program. Now, I know that goes against kind of what a lot of maybe leaders are sitting in here thinking, like, okay, James, but you train your sales team, you have a framework, why should we not have a structured training program? And the fact of the matter is you should, but for you to be the best rep, you don't have to have that. And if you're a sales rep and you're blaming your company for not being perfect, or your sales manager for not having a training program, you're the problem. Look in the mirror. That's on you. For you to become the rep that companies want to fight over and want to poach and want to give you more comp and want to give you more deals, want to give you all the inbound, you have to be a rep that is worth that. And to be a rep that is worth that, you have to take your development in sales into your own hands. And the moment that you make it about your sales manager, the moment you make it about, I know there's some owners, I see some familiar faces in here. The moment you make it about that owner not giving you what you deserve, you've lost. And a lot of you sales reps do that. And I don't know if this room is filled with sales reps that do that, but I do know our Facebook groups are. I do know everyone and their mother posts anonymously because they're really scared. You won't stand on business with your name, but you're so important and self-entitled that you want to throw your owner under the bus. You want to throw your location under the bus. I promise you, if you're a rep that's doing that, you're not as good as you think you are. If it's everyone else is a problem, you're pointing that finger, you need to start pointing that thumb, okay? If you want to become that rep that everyone fights over, you've got to do a lot more development than just be good at sales as well.